First of all, guys, amazing job on the show. I'm a longtime Chucky fan, and this show lives right.
Okay. Lexy Cross is your classic mean girl. She is very always felt like she needs to have the power of ruling her school. And yeah, old.
I love that. Now, Bjorgvin, tell me a little bit about Devon and the Hack and Slash podcast.
Okay. I think, Devon, he's kind of this like fun podcast content, but then, as the show develops and, as the story moves forward, he kind of gets involved in Zach's whole Chucky.
One thing I absolutely love about this show
and make it or entertain you. And I think it's kind of brilliant in a sense to kind of do that.
Couldn't agree more. Alyvia, how about you?
Into one in the movies into a 2 hour movie, but then also, and now we have so much more time to explore it.
Right.
An 8-hour series.
Talk to me about the collaboration process working with Don and kind of like for Chucky. We'll start with you, Alyvia.
And kind of be the keepers of our characters.
Right.
And decide what's going on with them and what's going on in their head.
Right. And Devon, what did you want to bring to, Bjorgvin, what did you want to bring to Devon that wasn't necessarily on the page?
Been something interesting. Instead of doing podcasts, he did stand up, and I was like, that's interesting. But I think I try to put myself in. I think it's just kind of weird.
Oh, are they getting this doll to move the way that it does? It almost looked like a little baby hand. It sometimes I was like, what is going on? So can you guys talk to me?
Oh yeah, Hillbilly Chucky.
No. The little kid. What was his name again? He was a sweetheart. Jacob. Yes, he was like this. He was like a little Chucky stand-in. He was a sweetheart. Bad because I hit it a little bit too hard on every take. But I think, he was a trooper. He worked hard, and I think it was kind of cool.
You can't be there.
Yeah.
Well, why Hillbilly Chucky? Why is he called Hillbilly Chucky?
I don't know. It was written on his overalls.
Yeah.
His hair was really messed up.
I love that. Now look. Chucky is
true to honest stayed to the original franchise and all of the little Easter eggs in there for them to find.
And I guess to add to that, like how Don is, he's bringing back, people who are fans will see that and be like, oh my God, yes, they're coming back. And they get into
that came before it to understand the show, which I think this show does it for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Take care, guys. Pleasure.
Crazy to see how real it is. An actual doll standing there. You kind of have to remind yourself sometimes that you're standing in front of such an iconic figure. He may be 2 feet, but he has a big following.
Maybe.
Gosh, oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. So I want to be a superhero. That's my next thing.
Excellent.
I'm scared to answer.
Okay,
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm very well. So tell me, what did you like best about working with you?
Oh, can I go first?
Sure.
All right. Well, what I loved worked that closely with Allie or either one of my daughters. We had done little bits here and there, and she was 2 years old from a monitor backstage. Right. And, that's kind of like not getting a full perspective of what she does and how good she is. And, to be in the scenes with her, I was just blown away.
Just my homeschool teacher. She has been my acting mentor my entire life. I obviously lived
to, but now the lines are actually ours and we're in the scene and we're running line, take a deep breath and do this. And then it was just,
it all worked. It just kind of clicked with a pretty terrible home life and that her mom was there and she's kind of always had to feel like she has to be perfect. It really shows you exactly why Lexy is the way she is because she's never.
I really do love you.
She didn't write it, and one of my favorite things about the whole series is also we get to see Halsey Ray is the way he is. We get to Dawn.
Hello. We haven't seen these episodes yet. You're 2 steps ahead of us. We've seen 1 and 2, and that's.
I'm always just let me do everything that I can. I want to do everything.
We all are quite aware that we're on this YA show. And here we are now with all the adults on the show. And
so much. It's so fun. I remember running it with her at home. Oh, I'm really excited to see it.
To see these well-rounded characters. In horror thriller movies, you often the most collaborative showrunner. Yeah. It's always talk. And if there's anything that you want to change, please come to me.
Honestly, that's I don't think it's something that showrunners think about a lot because
they don't have time.
They don't have time to think about it a lot. There is nothing. Halloween is bigger than Christmas in our house.
She has two older sisters, so she's been watching
Right.
this movie since she was 3 years old. And I tried to stop it late last night, 4 in the morning.
Not Scary Farm.
Going to Not Scary Farm. So we did Harry Potter. And one of my daughters isn't here. She's out of town.
Printed out that picture instead. So it might be one of those situations again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to
Oh.
well, as many people know, You season 3 just came out.
That's
And I'm so
amazing.
excited. Yeah.
I saw the first episode
Of
of it. Yeah. The first episode.
Together.
I'm lucky you put up with me because a lot of kids won't. I mean, kids won't put up with me. Kids won't put up with their parents.
I can't wait for people to see more Chucky. Good.
I saw the Chucky movies prior to booking it, obviously. Watched all of them. They're so good. Loved them. And then when I booked it, they had to do it, but in this chaos too. Kind of adds another element to it. Classic mean girl. She targets him definitely, and he's an easy target. And I get to kind of see her realizing her actions and what they've done to the people around her, and maybe even start caring for them a little bit. Kind of get to see.
No,
true.
you can't. And king for it to turn.
It's
Yes.
better when he's like in killing mode, because you kind of like expect it. It's gonna happen at some point. But when he's like that, you're like, when is he gonna? And he moved.
Right.
He moved
It's
him
like
in.
It's kind of like why I
Died. We'd tape their picture up on the wall, and it kind of became like a joke with everybody, because everybody started like drawing things to put up on the kill wall, like blood and like knives, and it became this like really big in teen. So
Lucha.
oh my gosh,
I'm a huge
yeah.
fan. I'm a huge fan, and I'm a luchador. I'm a lucha gore guy.
So many
you want to go? Go ahead.
Either or, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, sure, I'll go.
yeah, please, and then you.
I think it's.
No.
Yeah, I started acting when I was 3, and I've been in love with it ever since.
I have short-term memory loss. I don't remember when I started acting, but I think it was like a few years ago. Then I liked it, and I was like, oh wait, why do I like this? And then ever since I've been doing auditions.
Found a new way to kind of reinvent Chucky throughout the ages. And
True.
I mean, I would listen to the podcast. You guys, it's an amazing show, though.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So I binged 3 or 4 episodes. Very cool. And Olivia, Lexy, she's the rich girl, entitled, social media maven. She's the
We get to see her develop over the whole series.
But what his problem is, I'm trying to help him, but also
Holidays, Halloween. I love Halloween so much. My whole family loves it.
yeah. And Bjorgvin, Jake has a mad crush on Devon. Does Devon even notice?
I was always contemplating that maybe. Yeah, I think that's something. Yeah. Okay, I was like, all right, because at first I was like, okay, the doll is gonna be there, and then like I didn't know that they made the doll turn its head and say words. I thought they needed people to be there. So when it did that, I was like, whoa, okay. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I think it was kind of like, and afterwards that I got to see the puppeteers and more, seeing him move around, move his arms, move his eyes, and and it was kind of like, it was, I don't know, it was kind of, huh?
Incredible.
It was incredible. It was mesmerizing. And I think it.
In real life.
It's funny because years ago I used to have a full-size Chucky doll. Eventually somebody stole it from my house, but it was always the center of attention when somebody would come in, because they released the doll 4 or 5 years ago. I'm sure you can find one even on eBay, like perfect for Halloween. Thank you so much. And let's talk again for season 2. Crossing your fingers here.
Thank you so much.
So much.
Take care.